Every one of you watching this screen, look out.
Anything can happen in the next half hour.
What did I tell you about cartoons?
They've got a lot of brains, and they've got a lot of chutzpah.
Tell me how comic books make you feel, Dave.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious, and don't call me Shirley.
Hi, this is Frantz Kantor, artist, cartoonist, and illustrator, and I'm here with...
Jim Bridges here, and here's Sherman, and here's Peabody.
Yeah, where are we up to today, Mr. Peabody?
Well,
the art of Mr. Peabody and Sherman.
Well, this was a film that I really look forward to.
Yeah, why? Because of this. Look at this. And look at that. From the Rocky and Bullwinkle Show.
Hey, Rocky, watch me pull a rabbit out of a hat.
Yeah.
See? Not the sleeve.
So...
Yeah, it's one of my favourite shows.
Yeah, I love this show.
And, you sort of dread what they're going to do with it. And,
well, this is the making of...
Well, yeah. But I don't know, I think they tried to push too much into it, and it became a bit of a mess. But the book's great.
Yeah, the book is lovely. It's referencing a lot of beautiful illustrations.
New York, it's a hell of a town.
Referencing, of course, it's a bigger story. It's about a dog that adopts a boy.
Of course, yeah.
With the premise that I think what the judge said in the cartoon show was, if a boy can own a dog, I don't see any reason why a dog can't own a boy.
Yes. Well, you see, this is what I remember of the television show, but he sort of got a bit homogenised in the process.
Well, these are drawings for the cartoon. These aren't from the original.
I know. No,
these are from the original. Yeah. You can see how beautiful, simple they are in a 1950s sensibility, early 60s sensibility.
It's funny, but actually going through this book, I get the impression there's a bit of Hugh Hefner in Peabody.
A little bit, maybe, yeah.
Oh, there's the father? What's his name?
Ward.
Yeah. God, look at him. What a character.
Yeah.
And, of course, this was during our favourite time of the 50s. Well, 60s, really.
So when this film came out, all of the trailers and the initial interviews and things with the actors and the director and everything, they said, oh, we're really in love with the 1960s original shorts of Peabody and Sherman. So we've tried to do our best to keep to that aesthetic. And 30 seconds into the film, it's just another cookie-cut exercise on how DreamWorks, very cynically, produces a piece of crap in the guise of a motion picture.
I can hear you sharpening up your knife. Well,
see, this book lies. If you had this book first, right, all of these illustrations are beautiful. If they had done this, fantastic. You know, even this, if they had done that, fantastic. But the actual converting into 3D of such an iconic character, they've just lost so much. They've really, lost all of the subtlety and the... Well, these are great. See, all the illustrations are brilliant. I have no problem with them. They're awesome. Yeah. Well discovered. They're well invested in character and personality. It's just that when they get other illustrators to take a different spin on the character, these are Shane Pigmore, Craig Kilman. They're wonderful, wonderful things. Even the early, CGI, getting ready for the CGI treatment, it's still great. But look at the original styles. Look at the original look. That's what the silliness of the show was missing. Yes. The heart of the show was missing in the film. And that's what destroyed it.
Well, I mean, the point is you can't really lose with the time machine idea, but it's a bit like...
These are actually wonderful. I love these. These are fantastic.
There's some of the best things in this
See how
book.
the simple shape, the characters are made up of simple shape.
Yeah.
And even the hands and everything. It's just to the point of, a childlike innocence, which is required in the story. It's required in the story. So it needs to be silly. It needs to have that silliness and that brevity of technique.
Well, Penny is a new character. She wasn't in the television show.
No.
And she's a pain in the Tijuana brass.
Well, I don't mind.
Starts off as a pain because she sets the ball rolling into all sorts of problems.
I don't mind Penny so much. I think the Petersons themselves, the parents, are, okay.
Oh, this is Peabody's work. Look at this. Look. The
Bullwinkle.
artwork. It's Bullwinkle. Yeah. Very
clever.
Look at his liquor cabinet and all his books.
Yeah.
Even the way you put your books as a work of art, And he's got his penthouse, Peabody's pad.
This is Ruben Perez. Who did this one? Don't know. Probably Priscilla Wong. Nope, Ruben Perez.
Yeah.
That's Ruben Perez again. Yeah. So illustrations are beautiful in this book. The possibilities. It just annoys me even more to see such great artwork and the way that they ended up. I mean, even with the 1950s eyes, they're sort of...
That's a great idea, great. Like the P for Peabody with his...
the little box kid.
Yeah, but his...
redhead.
His...
bow tie.
Bow tie for the space in the middle of the P. Oh, look.
Yeah.
Frank Lloyd Wright. Oh, yeah. And there's a bit of Giacometti.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's giving you a time. It's giving you a time.
Yeah.
Which, they then go about destroying.
Well, he invents it. It's about time travel.
It's about time travel. But it comes from a time. It comes from an innocence.
Yes.
And this is, looking at these illustrations, they're perfectly able to capture that innocence of the 1960s. 1950s and 60s, the retro.
So don't see the film, see the book.
Yeah, watch the book. Go and watch the originals.
Are they available?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, great.
So
now,
probably
Miss Grunion, I don't know. I reckon she should have been more like this than that.
Yeah.
Than this. Yeah, she's the baddie.
Well, this is how she ended up.
Yeah, she's the baddie.
So they just lose a lot of the freshness and the personality.
Yeah, cookie cutting. Yeah, I think I tend to agree.
Now this I do enjoy. This is a beautiful poster by.
Well, it's
Kevin Dart, and this is another poster by Kevin Dart. Now, Kevin Dart is an illustrator that references the 1950s and 60s.
It's the James Bond, Hugh Hefner lifestyle.
Yeah, it's like the
Bond girls and
but the poster itself is like a Swiss Army knife, where all of these girls and people in danger and things sort of fan out from the star.
And
that's the machine.
The Wayback Machine.
Yeah, more X-Men than Wayback.
Yes.
And even Wayback. Why would you call this? Why would it? You may as well just call it iPod.
Well, okay. Peabody and Sherman, yes. And so this is all the technical stuff about time travel, going through
warps and things. They're just sort of in love with
time
the technique
tunnels and all that stuff.
All the special effects. They're just in love with the special effects. They're not interested. They're not interested in the storytelling, and they're not interested in the characters.
Well, they've got so much going on in the film.
This is actually a funny scene.
You get the impression that they say, "Oh, the story will take care of itself." That's one of the impressions I got. They go to the French Revolution, and they just see he's about to get his head chopped off.
Yeah.
Oui.
Very cool.
And there's stuff on the sewers.
So it has possibilities, but the way that the CGI, the 3D computer generated characters, they're just really they just mess it up. They get in the way. The technique, the effects and the technique gets in the way of the story of this film.
The
characters never really have a chance to resonate. They never really have a chance to explore the same way that they did in the TV series. You know, I mean, you've got to remember the TV series, right? It's only like a show inside a show.
Yeah.
It's a short show.
Yeah.
7 minutes or 5 minutes inside of the Rocky and Bullwinkle.
I didn't like his...
Leonardo.
No, I didn't like him. You got to like Leonardo. You just got to. And
beautiful.
These aren't in it. These aren't in it, but they're funny.
Beautiful.
These are paintings.
See, this is the thing that annoys me. You've got beautiful character designs, and yet they go back to cookie cutting.
Yeah.
That's the problem with DreamWorks and Disney and Pixar. There's nothing really. They don't push the envelope. They don't go. You know, if you're going backwards in time.
These were nice.
If you're going backwards in time to reference something
Yeah.
that is already perfect, why do you think, you know, adding CGI bells and whistles makes it even more perfect? It doesn't. It just destroys the reason why you loved it in the first place.
Well, more and more people are using CGI, so
I have no problem with CGI, but I think it's the director and I think it's the direction that they actually take.
Well, I think they did lose... Yeah, who are these? Good Joan of Arc.
You know, I mean, I would have given
Beethoven.
to somebody who actually loves... I get the impression watching this film that they lied and nobody had any inkling of what a Peabody and Sherman cartoon was.
Places not travelled.
That's what I thought.
Well,
I looked
okay.
at it and I thought, what has this got to do with
But
Peabody
I'm just
and
saying
Sherman?
the vast majority of the audience will not have seen it anyway.
No, but that's a shame.
Yeah, it is a shame, but I mean, you've got to actually think about it as not
No, I know
connected
that.
to it.
Well, then, you know, that's just taking my childhood and destroying it, throwing it in the bin. So thanks, DreamWorks, for destroying my childhood. I really appreciated that, actually.
Really?
This film, if I was to give this out of 5 stars,
Ooh, careful.
you'd have to get the Wayback Machine
You'll
to go.
You'll never work in
into
this
the
town
negatives.
again, mate. You never work in this town again.
I don't care. I just find it's really destroyed a great idea.
The end mars
look
it.
at
The
the-
end does mar it. It really does.
Yeah, these are the people that have problems. Look at the beautiful
Hang on.
illustrations that they could have
These
done.
are the people who did the film.
Yeah, the film.
Where's CGI? Where is he? Where is he? Yeah. Well, yeah. Okay. Right. Okay.
So, a world of possibilities that this book explores. This book explores what could have happened, right, with
what if?
Mr. Peabody and Sherman. I hope they actually bring this back as a. They actually have a 2D cartoon on DreamWorks TV, which I'll have to have another look for.
Okay.
That's much better than this film. Because they actually experiment with a lot of the styles.
So you
from the
think
50s.
Jay Ward would roll over in his grave?
Well, I'm not sure. I think he'd be very flattered, but at the same time, you know, I have this concept. I think you're probably familiar. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So why?
I've heard that before somewhere.
Yeah, I made that up. So why? Look at that. That's brilliant. From the original show. Look how silly they are. Look at the horses.
Yeah.
The designs. Look at these characters. These are background characters,
Yeah.
right? With the big schnozzers, you know.
Okay.
This is why it's important to really look at it and appreciate it.
And
try
why it's
to
good in the
capture-
first place.
Capture the flavour.
If it isn't broke, don't.
Yeah, but don't lie about it and tell people that, oh, you've captured the flavour, when you know full well you didn't. Anyway, that's nothing to do with this book. This book is great. Love this book.
Yeah.
So
Read the book.
Good
Read
on
the
you,
book.
DreamWorks, for the book. The Art of DreamWorks, Peabody and Sherman.
Good on your DreamWorks.
Yeah. The Art
And
of
who produced it?
Jerry Beck.
Inside Editions?
Wrote this, and it's Inside Editions. All right, so
Well,
there we
this
go.
is Frantz, Kantor, and
Mr. Peabody.
Jim Bridges saying, "See you next time."
Okay, bye-bye.
Da, 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 da.
Thanks for the sour persimmons, cousin.